What up, everyone? Welcome to BMG. It's your boy Brown Mamba. Hope you guys are doing good. So I got some NBA 2K16 gameplay for you guys. It's the 2000-2001 Lakers versus the present year Golden State Warriors. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the most wins in a season since the year 2000. I did make another video about a month ago that shows the most wins in a season of all time, the 5 top best records. So if you guys click somewhere here, you'll see the link to my old video. Please watch that first, like that video, and then come back and watch this video. So this video, like I said, it's going to be the most wins since 2000. I thought this would relate to some of my younger viewers who want to know, what the best record has been in the last 2 decades or since the year 2000. Coming at number 5, it's 63 wins and 19 losses, and that was done by the 2006 San Antonio Spurs. That team was led by Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and obviously Mr. Ginobili. It was their most wins as a team together, those 3 guys together, and it was a great year for those guys. They didn't win a championship that year. They did lose to the Dallas Mavericks in the Conference Finals in Game 7, and honestly, I remember watching the game, and that's one of the best games I've ever seen. It was crazy. It came down to where I think who was it? I think it was Ginobili who hit a 3 to take the lead, but then Dirk came back, hit a shot, got fouled, and hit the free throw to go into overtime, and then Dallas obviously won it in overtime. But it was such a crazy game to watch. It was amazing. And Dirk scored 37 points, and Tim Duncan had 41. So it was a really cool matchup to see Dirk versus Tim Duncan, and especially now that they're older and they're going to be retiring soon. So back in the day, not even back in the day, about 10 years ago, they were both at their primes, and it was a very good match, and Dallas came on top. But like I said, in 2006, they had the 5th best record, which was 63 and 19. At number 4, it's Detroit Pistons of 2006. They had 64 wins and 18 losses. That was another great team that was led by Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, Chauncey Billups, and Tyshawn Prince. It was another really well-rounded team. They made the playoffs for the 5th straight time, and they lost to Miami Heat, who actually ended up winning the championship that year. They had Shaq and Wade that year. But it was another well-rounded team, and I remember after that season, they basically broke up that team. So Ben Wallace left and signed with the Chicago Bulls. At number 3, it's the Los Angeles Lakers of 2009. They had 65 wins and 17 losses. It was probably one of my favorite Lakers teams. They did win a championship that year, and of course, it was led by Kobe Bryant. He averaged around 27 points a game that season. They also had Gasol, they had Fisher, they had Odom, they had Bynum. It was a really good team. And I remember after the All-Star game, Kobe won MVP there, of course. Lakers had won like 17 of the 19 games since All-Star to really push that record to 65 wins. That was like around Kobe's prime, you could say, like closer to the end of his prime. So I'm happy he won a championship that year, and obviously him getting 65 wins as a team, that's crazy as well, especially without Shaq. And number 2 is 66 wins and 16 losses. That was done by 3 teams. The first being the 2008 Boston Celtics, third being 2009 Cleveland Cavaliers, and the third one being 2013 Miami Heat. I'll start off with the 2008 Boston Celtics. It was the first year that the Big Three was formed with Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Garnett. I've already talked about these guys before, so I won't go into too much detail, but it was the biggest single-season turnaround. They improved by 42 wins from the previous year. Garnett won Defensive Player of the Year that year. It was their first championship that same year since 1986, the same year I was born. And this actual team or roster is featured in NBA 2K16. The second team was 2009 Cleveland Cavaliers. A lot of people don't remember, but Ben Wallace was on this team too with Delonte West. It was a very well-rounded team, but honestly, I would probably say this is LeBron's best year, in my opinion. Everyone knows I'm not a big LeBron fan, but this year, LeBron killed it. He averaged 28 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, so you gotta respect that too. He won MVP that year. Mike Brown won Coach of the Year, and they lost to Orlando in the conference finals, where LeBron averaged 35 points, which I respect. I like it when LeBron is in attack mode and he scores 30, 40, 50 points a game, and he just goes crazy. And he carried this team by himself. And the funny thing was, I think this was the same year that Delonte West actually slept with LeBron's mom. I don't know. I don't know if it's a rumor or not, or what it is, but it could be true because I've seen a lot of videos where you see LeBron getting pissed at Delonte. Even when Delonte was on Mavericks, I think they got into a confrontation one time. But I don't know, who knows? But it's pretty funny just even having that rumor out there. Oh, another funny fact was that Ben Wallace actually made more money made the most money on that team, even more than LeBron did. The third team was the 2013 Miami Heat, so they had 66 wins and 16 losses. It was the third season the Big Three were playing together, and they were defending champions that same season. They had a 27-game win streak, the second longest in NBA history. This roster is actually featured in the 2K16 game as well. I don't know if you guys remember, but Ray Allen hit a three-pointer against the Spurs in the finals to basically win it, I would say. And I think if he had missed that, they would definitely not have won a championship, and they probably would have been broken up that year or whatever. But they won, and it sucks. And stupid Ray Allen had to hit that friggin' three to get LeBron a second ring. Like, he couldn't do it on his own. But anyways, whatever. But yeah, so those three teams went 66 and 16. And number one is 67 wins and 15 losses, and that was done by three teams. The first being the 2000 Los Angeles Lakers, second team being the 07 Dallas Mavericks, and the 2015 Golden State Warriors. So I'm sure you guys remember Dallas Mavericks and Golden State Warriors winning 67 and 15. So I won't talk too much about those guys, but the 2000 Lakers, when Kobe was still like approaching his prime, I would say, he averaged about 22.5 points per game, 6 boards, 5 assists. He was part of the all-defensive NBA first team. That team was Kobe, Shaq, Glenn Rice, Ron Harper, Robert Horry, Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Brian Shaw. So it was a really, really good team, and they obviously won the championship that year too. And 67 wins and 15 losses, that's crazy. And two other teams that do that, Golden State Warriors and Dallas Mavericks. I believe this year Golden State will surpass the 67 wins because they've only lost twice this year. I don't think they could beat Chicago Bulls record with only 10 losses. I hope they don't. I'm a big Bulls fan. I'm a big Michael Jordan fan, so I hope they don't beat them. But you never know. Golden State is pretty insane right now. Even with Curry out, they still won, I think, one game with them. They're 1-1 without Curry. So we'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, three teams did 67 wins and 15 losses as the best record since the year 2000. That's it for my video, guys. It was nice, it was quick, it was short. I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't want to throw these stats out there quickly for you guys. Be sure to watch the first video first where I talk about all time, so it shows the records of all time, not just since a specific year. And if you guys like this video, please press the like button, subscribe to my channel, share it with anyone, your friends, your cousins, your family, whoever, and leave a comment below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!